Welcome to the Resilient AF podcast. I'm Alex Fresh.
I'm Amelia Jackson.
And I'm Bennett Knows. We believe everything vibrates at a certain frequency, and we're here to raise the vibration.
You'll hear stories of incredible resilience, manifestation, and what to do when you find that even resilience has a toll.
'Cause a bitch is tired, honey.
Oh, is it chocolate?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want that.
She said,
I'm sorry. I thought it was
she said, hand me some of the
raspberry.
purple stuff. I'm like, what purple stuff?
I see purple right now.
I don't know. I shouldn't. I really shouldn't know.
Eat that one. Oh my god, that was like good though.
I wish I would have got that on
That
video.
would have You caught it. You did.
Where's my mouth?
You did. You're
Welcome to the
impressive.
podcast. It's a great Monday morning. Our guest brought us cookies, and we couldn't resist them.
Yep, catching it with my mouth.
You
All
are
things.
good with your mouth.
I was like, damn, he's excited for that cookie.
This is like whipped cream.
It's crumble cookies.
Oh
okay,
my
actually,
God.
that cookie was pretty bomb, and I'm not really a fan of crumble.
Caramel one?
The caramel one?
Caramel.
Caramel.
It's
Caramel.
caramel.
Whatever you guys say here on the West Coast.
Yeah, so this week I'm going to skip the tarot reading. Sorry, not sorry. Because we're going to play a fun little game in a minute. Before we do that,
You guys sound weird.
what do I sound
What?
like?
I don't know.
I think
What do
I
I-
sound
It sounds
fine.
muffled.
I sound, oh, fuck.
What are you hearing in your... what do you hear?
Am I clear?
You're clear to me.
I don't know. Talk.
Oh.
Yeah, I sound fine.
I'm a fucking dumbass.
Oh.
What are you hearing? Because
She
you're
has
not
the
even
wrong
plugged in. Oh.
It's all muffled because she has the headphones on, but she can't hear anything out of. Amazing.
How about now? How's that sound?
Champagne and cookies.
Hold on, because now I just...
Champagne was great.
It needs to be a little bit more chilled and in some like champagne glasses.
Oh, that sounds so much better.
Good.
Oh my god.
See what happens when you plug your headphones in?
That was oh my god.
You're lucky I didn't fart in the microphone.
Why?
I don't know.
Right.
Because you didn't have the right headphones on, so I would have done it for no reason.
Yeah, it would have been... I wouldn't have been able to hear shit. 'Cause it sounded muffled.
Literally.
Okay, well now it's good, right?
Literally.
Okay, so whew. Okay, so like I was saying, no tarot, doing the game. Amelia's gonna hawk up along right before we start our peek in our pit. Okay, doing our peek in our pit. Bennett, you're gonna kick it off like you always do. Nothing new.
My peak and my pit for the week. Okay, my pit. Big Brother is over. Have you ever watched the show Big Brother?
Bruh, no.
Oh my gosh! Like most recently, listen, I'm on fun employment. I don't have a job, so I'm just watching stuff on TV. And Big Brother is over. I've been so addicted to the show. It's so good.
Where is
Is
it
it-
recording this year, right? This season.
It's always in Los Angeles.
It's always in Los Angeles.
Is it like Bad Girls Club for like old people, but like gender,
Boring?
both genders?
It's so good. So basically, you get 16 people in the house. They're cut off from all of society because
Okay.
you're just in the house.
Yeah.
You're there for 100 days, and there's like 200 cameras, 200 microphones. So you're always being watched. But the thing is every week they have to vote off. But everybody in the house is acting like they're friends. So basically, it's like you
oh hell no!
don't know who's gonna get evicted
Yeah.
until you go to
Just
sit
a bunch
down.
of shady ass bitches.
Shady ass motherfucking liars.
Oh no!
And it
No.
was so good, and it's my first time watching the show. It's been on for years, but
Yeah.
like, I just fell in love with it now, and it's
Oh,
over.
shoot.
So
Whatever happened to sign me up for Love Island? The fuck?
Did you get on that?
we're just gonna have to have a casting day.
Yeah.
Where we all put our casting tapes in for 3 different shows and see
Seriously.
who gets it.
Yeah. Okay, let's do
That'd
it.
be so
Sounds
fun.
so fun. See how a pit just turned into a peak?
It did.
And my peak for the week is I found 2 jobs.
Oh hell yeah!
Yay!
Fun employment is coming to an end.
So sorry to hear that, but happy for you.
I am so happy for me.
So what are the
'cause
jobs? What are you gonna be doing?
Just like a warehouse job. I'm gonna do
Okay.
like I need to get my bread up, so I'm
Yeah.
going to the Amazon warehouse. I'm gonna flip some packages
Hell yeah!
There you go.
overnight and
Let's get it.
maybe a little media job on the side.
Oh.
So we'll see.
Oh, hi,
We'll
hi.
Love
see. So I'm so
that.
excited about that, and yeah, I've been going through it for a while. So
Yeah.
the light at the end of the tunnel.
What a blessing!
Hell yeah.
And Amazon is good to work for.
right. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a quick.
Are they though?
I don't
I
know.
hear they
I hear
are.
it's terrible there.
No, my
No.
clients they say
No.
they love working there.
Oh, they work there?
Yeah.
At the office.
No,
At the warehouse.
No, they're the like people that like put the packages
deliver.
down.
No,
delivery
I'm doing
guys.
like a seasonal job at the warehouse where they like, I guess they take the package and put it on the right.
Wait.
thing.
Oh,
Amelia, what clients do you have getting their butt done that deliver Amazon packages?
quite a few actually.
I'm getting,
Yeah, they're
listen,
cheeked up
I'm
on a
getting
fucking
paid more-
Tuesday delivering these
Listen to this.
packages.
I'm getting paid more at Amazon than I was at iHeart. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They get paid a lot. Like,
ridiculous.
Okay.
That's
like
insane.
them, Costco, Starbucks, and Boeing. Like those are good.
Yeah, so it's just a quick overnight shift for
Yeah.
a few days a week, and then
Who's Amelia? Is recruiter over here or what?
I know, right? It should be.
you've been holding out on me.
Sorry.
No, she tried to get you the thing at cut.
I sent you the thing, didn't I?
You didn't.
No. We
Amelia-
talked about
Amelia,
it.
Talk to the guy.
You talked about it. You didn't.
Talk to the guy.
We
We
though.
talked
Amelia,
about it in person, didn't we?
We talked about it last time we recorded.
Oh.
You got to talk to the guy though, because there's no ads up for.
Because like when I looked at their page, they weren't hiring a producer. They were looking for like a technical something.
We'll look at it later. though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll take that
I'm just
offline.
looking. Yeah. I'm just gonna.
But this other media job is pretty cool. It's a big name in the area.
Oh, shit.
so- Wait, I already told you.
You did,
So
but I'm
that's a
acting
fake.
like I don't know.
Tell me. Wait,
Is that-
tell me. That is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I'm claiming it. I have my interview on Tuesday morning. They
Fuck
reached out.
yeah, you have that.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god, that's so fucking cool, Bennett.
Yes.
Yeah. So excited for you. Congrats. Okay,
Yeah,
E,
hell yeah.
what's up?
My pit is, so I have been trying to be on like a healthy lifestyle. Not really like eating wise, obviously, because I just downed like 3 crumble cookies. But just like mentally, emotionally, and physically. So I was supposed to be going to Pilates and I missed the class. So
Aw.
I didn't end up going. So that was like my,
Pilates.
yeah.
Not-
So I was like really sad because I was like, fuck, like I'm the type of person, like I have to do something for like at least a week in a row and then I become like addicted to it. But I haven't been doing that. So I'm like, fuck, I'm going to fall off the train or whatever the
They say it
saying
takes
is.
30 days to make a habit.
I was told to do hot yoga 10 times before I gave up, and I did it, I don't know, 5 days a week for 7 years.
Oh, you
wow.
liked
Yeah,
it.
loved.
Oh, okay.
Because I almost gave up after the first time.
Yeah.
And some old guy was like, don't give up until you try at least 10 times. I'm like, okay.
And then you just kept on
Loved it.
going.
So there you go.
I love that for you.
So Pilates, go back to it.
I need to. I really do.
Pilates.
I know. And my whole Pinterest board would be a waste if I didn't go because like I have a whole Pinterest board dedicated to Pilates bodies. So anyway, my peak is there's just so many. It's just been good.
I feel like you've been
Is
so
that-
MIA.
Like, what
Yeah.
have you been doing?
This past week, I haven't seen or heard you hardly at all.
Like I haven't done anything. Like just chilling.
Not hitting me up.
I have been so away from my phone. Like I hate my phone. It gives me
Kyla has
so
it.
much anxiety. That and like I've been actually trying to take it away from him a lot more. But no, I just like it gives me anxiety
I know.
looking
I
at
feel
my
you.
phone.
I feel you.
Like I hate looking
I
at my
seen
phone.
something today that said, don't give your kids the phone until they're like 16 if you want them to be emotionally mature.
Yeah.
Oh. So
Doesn't surprise
stop
me.
giving him my phone
Okay.
and just be done.
I mean, it didn't work for me, but
Are you good?
Oh,
So you're
yeah.
just not
I
gonna have
can't
a
think.
peak this
No,
week?
can I like think of it? You go. You go.
what we have a
Amelia
week
Rose?
for.
No, I know. I know.
You get it right now or you don't get one.
Okay, my peak is that my sister is back in town.
I
So
love that.
Yeah.
Yay for
yeah.
sister because
Sister.
I
she
know.
is
I'm
fine.
excited. She is a
Sorry.
pretty girl. I know
Okay.
it's stupid.
So I can just look at her because that's all I can do. Okay, so my pit, I'm going to start with my pit for the week is I got a speeding ticket,
Oh no.
but I hired my lawyer. So I have this lawyer who like goes to court and drops it for me. So, you know, I have her in my back pocket on my email.
Oh.
Wow.
So I have that and I paid her, like I emailed her the morning that it happened and I'm like, hey, just got a speeding ticket.
Can't you just go to court and get it?
I'm not a lawyer though. They can find loopholes and like
Really?
the system and like they can pretty much like get you out of any speeding ticket. So you gotta pay them like one flat fee and I did that and she goes to court for me. I don't have to think about it and she just emails me with like the
Oh.
like whatever
don't-
happened.
I just don't pay.
Literally.
What? They have a warrant.
Do you have a
You
warrant?
dumbass.
I hope not.
Oh my god! If you
Oh
haven't
my
paid a ticket, you
God.
definitely have a warrant.
Like what kind of ticket?
I got a speeding ticket.
Is it the warrant? Like, is the warrant anywhere or
A
just
warrant if you got a ticket and you didn't appear in court. Yes, you'll get a warrant for your arrest for that.
this ticket like 6 years ago? Now we're finding out there's a warrant for my arrest.
And if you get pulled over, you're gonna
Incriminating.
be in cuffs.
I actually,
Oh, hell.
I got pulled over
Oh.
not too long ago.
Yeah.
They took my stuff, but they gave my passenger a ticket because he didn't have a seatbelt on. And I was like,
See?
like, you're good.
Okay.
So
Maybe that ticket paid itself.
maybe
It
it's
had
hard
to
to
have.
stay or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy for you. and your
So
lawyer.
that was my pit. Okay. I feel like I have another pit because I can't be a peak. Okay, I heard that Twitter is like where it's at. If you want to grow your OnlyFans, you got to
Oh,
do it on
yeah.
Twitter. I don't like Twitter. I'm not a Twitterer. I don't tweet.
Yeah.
I've never been a tweeter.
Yeah.
But I guess what Bennett?
I'm laughing because I seen the picture you posted on Twitter,
Oh,
and I was like,
fuck
"Who
me.
is that?" And like I looked closer, and it was Alex. So I'm like, "Oh,
What do you? Why did you go like you were opening curtains?
He was like making the picture bigger.
oh, that's Alex." So I went to your page and checked it out, and I seen your fans are very interactive with you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
What
it's
the
like
heck?
Twitter's where it's at, right? That's how I'm gonna build my OnlyFans. And so I'm hiring a manager for my Twitter. Okay.
Oh, love
Possibly for my OnlyFans too.
Yeah.
However, there's this one person who commented on my last picture on Twitter and he said, she doesn't do customs or respond to messages. It's more boring than show.
Oh my god, rude as fuck.
I don't give a fuck. Fucking hilarious because
Damn.
like I only respond and do customs for people that I want to respond and do customs
Well-
for. So sir, sorry to burst your little bub, but maybe I just didn't want to respond and do a custom for you.
Literally.
Because maybe I'm not that hard out for money, okay, bro?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm picky.
Yeah. Fuck right off.
So how about you get off my Twitter? I don't even give a shit. Like I really don't give a shit because if you go onto my OnlyFans, try not to get a boner, okay? Try not to get a bean bulge, okay?
A bean bulge. Oh, is that for girls? Because I was wondering.
What's
I
a
was like, well,
bean
what's
bulge?
A bean?
Your
Okay.
bean. Oh, you flick the bean.
Come on, a bean bulge.
You flick the bean.
You know, and like
You pat
he's-
the cat.
You're not following it
Oh,
at
no,
all.
what is it?
You're
Are
not.
you talking about a boner?
No, we're talking about
You're
a woman boner.
stroking your
a woman?
vagina.
Boner.
The bean.
That's
like,
what that
you know,
means.
The part of the vagina
Just
that
when
like
you guys are like horny, you don't really get a boner.
No. Yes, you do.
you flick the bean. That's what they call it.
No, girls get boners.
What happens?
Like it fills up with blood and it gets puffy and big. Just kidding.
I was like, what? I was like, wow.
Really?
you learned
Don't know
something every day.
vaginas?
I don't
No.
know. I'm gay. I'm a golden gay. Do not touch it. Vagina.
Ew, nasty.
I'm not that golden, okay? But
Oh my god.
Do you know what a tampon looks like?
it's like an umbrella, right?
No.
No. No.
Okay. Anyways. Hold on.
Peek and pit, not
This
test
is-
Bennett on the vagina.
Right. oh yeah. Twitter, OnlyFans. The
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, the dude said it's more boring than that show, and I fucking died. If that
That's
dude knew
funny.
how much he made me laugh. And okay, so it's just not me getting fucking rammed, okay?
Oh.
So fucking sorry that I'm not getting rammed, and sorry it's not that good. Thanks for the sub though. At least I got $5 out of you.
Right.
Oh.
I'm just gonna keep my subscribers on the edge and say maybe it's coming. Customs, maybe.
And then you'll spell coming like CUMING.
You know, you get the drift. Yeah, she gets it.
Yeah.
Flashing
And then you
letters.
do a water sign.
Yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
have that on my.
And then you do
bio,
the
for
tongue
sure.
one. Yeah.
They heard that. What'd you say?
So the lips.
Oh, the lips. Which one?
That's not OnlyFans.
Lips?
No.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
it could be.
You get the
I like the lips where
eggplant.
it's like where it's biting the lip.
right.
Oh, and the
That-
eggplant. You're right.
And
yeah.
a peach
Flash.
And the
and a little splash.
Bennett.
What?
with my mouth.
you
Hello.
need to get an OnlyFans. You'd be so good at the
you would do
captions.
so well.
Seriously. You just told me all these emojis you'd use.
The whole ass
They're
story.
perfect.
There's actually some guy in my DMs asking for the OnlyFans now.
Hello.
Shut up.
Swear to you.
Come on, just start it. Just
He was like, can I
start
get
the
a dick
page.
pic? And I was like,
Can you pay me? Here's my cash app.
Yes. So you send
I
him
was like, I
your.
haven't made the OnlyFans yet. And he was like, LOL. And then 2 minutes later, he was like, where's the OnlyFans?
Where's the OnlyFans, Bennett?
Bennett, you're missing out on money.
I mean, money,
A lot of
honey.
people will do it.
You can make
Oh.
a Bennett.
so many people.
Bennett,
You would make so much fucking money. I'm so dead serious
Can you
right
just
now.
seriously just like promise us that by next week on the podcast that you'll say that you set up your account, you linked your shit, you got verified on OnlyFans? It's not that hard. It takes only a few minutes.
Okay, I'll do all of that. I will not post content yet.
What about just you and like boxers?
Fun.
Okay, do that. Start with that.
It's just
A lot of people start with that.
And
Start
you
with
could
that.
wear a mask. You could wear a
No,
ski mask.
do your whole body, just be in boxers and do sexy pictures.
okay.
Okay, cool. That's my peak. All right. So now it's time for the new game. You guys have probably seen this trend go around where like two people will say a word, right? And then you have to find the correlation, the connection between those two words.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
saw that game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, me and you, Amelia.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so hold on.
On 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Rat.
Clouds. So we have to find the connection between clouds and rat. 1, 2, 3. Rain. Outdoor
Okay.
and rain. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Nature.
Fuck. Wait. Do it again.
Well, okay.
Now
1.
you know the word.
Yeah. So I can't say nature. Okay.
Hold on.
If that happens, just say hold on.
Okay.
Well, hold on.
What am I finding the
It
correlation?
was
Outside. No.
No. Outdoors.
Outdoors and
rain.
Rain.
okay. Ready?
Oh my
Think
god.
about outdoors and rain.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Are you got it?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Rainforest. Oh.
Okay, between
Okay.
Seattle
And rainforest.
Okay, I got one.
Oh, I got one too. Okay.
1,
2, 3.
Trees. Washington.
Oh, what the fuck, Alex?
It's like y'all just switched.
Okay, so between trees and Washington. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Tell me when you do.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, 1,
2, 3. Pine
Green.
trees. What the fuck, Alex? This is so bad.
You said trees and you said pine trees. Okay, pine trees and green.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Christmas. Okay.
Okay,
We got it. Okay.
this is so fun. I want to do it again. I want to do it
That's a fun game. You and Bennett should do it.
again. Bennett.
I feel like Bennett's better at it because he's like smarter.
Okay, ready?
Let me think. Hold on.
1, 2, 3. Dogs.
Champion. Hold on.
Champion and dogs. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You got yours? Hold on. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Dog
Medals.
show.
That was close.
Okay, ready?
Hold on. Between dog show and medals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Winner.
Winners.
Oh! What the hell? Oh my god. That was good.
That was 3.
That was good.
Freaking out right now.
That was a good one.
That was good.
Whoa.
Look
Whoa.
at that.
Okay, now Amelia and you and Bennett.
All right.
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Salad.
Clouds. What'd you say?
Salad.
Salad. Oh, I got it. 1, 2, 3. Light.
Fluffy.
Light and fluffy.
Oh my god, Bennett.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay. Let me see.
1, 2. Wait. Light and fluffy.
Light and fluffy. Ah, okay.
1.
2, 3. Cotton
White.
candy. Oh,
Oh, cotton candy and white.
okay.
Cotton candy and white.
Fuck. We put ourselves in a pickle.
Ooh, I know what I would do. Think about cotton candy.
Okay. Okay. I'll try this.
Think about cotton
one?
candy and white.
Okay.
What's the correlation?
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Clown.
soft.
I was gonna say sugar.
Oh.
So now we're
made
at
out of
clown and sugar. Clown,
Clown
and
and
soft.
soft.
Clown and soft.
I got it.
I don't want. Wait. Clown and soft. Wait. A clown and soft.
Yeah. My ex-boyfriend.
Oh my god! Stop it!
1, 2, 3. Babies.
Santa.
Santa baby.
Santa and babies. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Christmas.
Joy.
Oh my god, Bennett. We're really not on the same wavelength whatsoever.
Joy and Christmas.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Presents.
Holidays. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Reindeer.
What'd you say, Amelia?
Sad.
Sad. Sad and
Holidays makes people sad,
No.
right? No.
reindeer. Sad and reindeer.
I feel like now I'm chasing you.
Yeah. Okay. Should we just give up at
Yeah.
this point?
Try
Okay.
one more. Sad and reindeer.
Sad and reindeer.
Who would be the sad reindeer? Who's the sad reindeer?
Oh, I got it. You got this too. I know you do.
Come on.
Ready?
Okay.
1, 2,
2, 3. Rudolph.
Thank you.
There we
For the
go.
love.
Because he got made fun of.
Got a
He was
lot of
bullied.
hype.
Yeah.
That was actually perfect.
That
And
was.
you want to know what's weird?
What?
Is that we left off at Christmas. All right. So that was a very fun game. I think we should play that game again.
Yeah.
Like, how fun was that, you guys, for real?
That was so much fun.
Moving right along. So now is the time for the resilience story of the week. And okay, so she's actually been on a podcast that I used to have back in the day, and she was on right when she actually got her breast implants removed because I was just on Instagram one day and I saw this page that was called BII and I was about to get my boobs done, right? And then I saw this page and I'm like, what the hell? Like they were talking a lot about how breast implants are making people sick. And then it was like a few months later, I found out that my friend Erica, who is the guest this week, got her implants removed. And I was like, whoa, that's a sign. So I was like, I'm going to have her as a guest on my podcast. So I'm actually excited for her to be back because I am really excited to hear her story again and to share it because it's such a unique story and to hear the resilience, you know, where she is now and like what she had to go through and it was gnarly. So I'm gonna let her just start telling her story. So Erica, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks
you
so
for being
much
here.
for having me.
Hi.
Yes.
Thank you. If you don't know what breast implant illness is, it's just a way of your body to reject your implants. And yeah, you just get incredibly sick. So yeah, everything started back in Venezuela, where I'm from and where I grew up. So in my country, beauty pageant and in general, like people are, I don't know if superficial is the right word, but women tend to do a lot of work done. And it's just very common, extremely common there as, you know, as young as 15. That's kind of like as a gift that you get.
Whoa. Okay. So what kind of work are they getting done?
So
At that age.
the main ones are breast augmentation and nose jobs. Those are like two big ones that you get done when you turn 15.
Whoa.
Yeah.
In Venezuela.
In Venezuela. Yeah.
I heard you get like a quinceañera or sweet 16, or you get your boobs done.
Right, or you can get both, or you can get a trip as well. I mean, it's
Whoa.
just like such a common procedure over there.
At 15,
Yes.
I
So-
literally got a pizza party at 15. That's crazy.
Yeah, so, you know, I grew up like, you know, everybody around me, like getting boobs done, nose jobs, all this stuff. And of course, at such a young age, you are more prompt to like want to do what everybody else is doing. Like your insecurities are full on, you know, you want to have like the perfect body and blah, blah, blah. So everything started there. And I didn't get it done at 15, but that was just in the back of my mind, you know, like all of my friends had boobs. Done. And I was like, oh, I want to do it. The thing is that I moved to the States when I was 18 and I didn't get it done over there before I moved or anything. I decided to move here and I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So I was going to go back to Venezuela that following summer. And I said, this is it. You know, I was able to save money. It's so much cheaper over there.
How much is it over there?
Well, you know, right now I don't know, but back then I remember it was like $2,000.
Okay. Yeah.
And I know like a lot of people,
And
they
going
always
with
say,
somebody really good.
they always say go out of country if you want to get your body done.
They do say
But
that.
I'm talking about like, I don't know, how 18 years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I went back that summer to my country and I'm like, boom, I'm gonna, you know, get my boobs finally done. And I did. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I didn't do it because I wanted bigger boobs. I just want to do it because everybody else was doing it. I just kind of wanted to, you know, I feel like we all want to have that confidence on like being able to wear any kind of top and not having to worry about bra. So that was like pretty much my thing. I didn't even tell the doctor how much do I want it. I just said,
shit.
you know, I just went in and I didn't really say much. I remembered, and my surgery was like a few days later.
Wait, so you didn't even say, I want to get them bigger, I want them this
I
size.
just want my boobs done. You know, everybody else has it. I just want it. But this is the thing, you know. So I moved here to the States. My mom lives here. My brother lives
Okay,
here.
yep.
But then I went back home to visit my dad. When it comes to these kind of procedures and stuff, like I didn't want to go into the doctor and talk about these things with my dad in. My dad was outside.
Oh, yeah,
of
course,
So
yeah.
this kind of stuff, you know, talks that I have with the doctor were very private.
Yeah.
But you know, I didn't have like my mom on the side to have all that kind of questions to the doctor. Like I'm so young, like I'm a child back
Right.
then, you know. So I just go in. I don't even remember how much stuff did I say. I just wanted my boobs on.
But you
I
had
just
big
wanted to
boobs.
like put a date on it because I
Yeah.
was gonna be there for maybe a month and a half, and I just wanted to get everything done. Boom, boom, boom. You know. So I didn't know how big they were gonna be or anything. So I actually got out of my surgery and they were huge.
Oh,
They were huge. You know, not only because of the swollenness, but they were big. I wasn't comfortable. So I was like, okay, what am I gonna do now?
I don't know. Personally, I don't know bra sizes or anything.
Yeah.
But what size did you go from before to after the surgery?
So see, for example, I full C.
Oh, she was at least double D.
I was in from that, like I was 36 double D.
Oh,
So I-
wow.
They were big.
Okay.
I was
yeah.
gonna say, wait,
And
girl,
I'm sure, and back then, I was like maybe a lot smaller, in general, because I'm
You're a
I'm
baby.
teenager. I'm a
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Like my body, it's just completely different.
so you went from a C to a double D.
Yeah. So that was very shocking, but I had to keep it, like to myself because I wanted to do it, right? And I'm not gonna be like now trying to regret something that it's just you have to go under the surgery again to get it fixed,
Right.
And I mean, I'm not gonna do that, right? So I'm
Right.
like, okay, it's okay. The doctor says that they're gonna go down, blah blah blah. So I have my boobs. I come back, and in a way, you kind of feel more sexy. You kind of get excited about the whole surgery thing, but I still felt very uncomfortable and very self-conscious now about having big boobs and getting all the attention. That was not my goal. But the thing is that 2 years after that, that's when my symptoms started to show up, or, slowly. But they were very mild and very confusing.
So can you explain what breast implant illness is?
What were the symptoms?
it's just
And-
too
and the
many symptoms.
Yeah, there's
It's
so many.
So many symptoms that it's just kind of hard to just say one thing, because it starts with headache, brain fog, start with like little things that you can easily mistaken them by, oh, I've been partying too much. You're young. I'm working 3 jobs, so of course I'm tired. I have a headache. I was drinking during the weekend, so of course, I have a headache. Blah blah blah. So every symptom that you get, it's very hard to kind of put together. I mean, with with your breast, it's like it just doesn't even make sense, right? When you think about it. Within the years and time, everybody, of course, is different. For me, it started like mild until the point where it got out of control.
Yeah.
But like the symptoms vary.
There's like a huge long list of symptoms, and they're all very mild. And it would all be like, wait, what? They're being caused from your breast implants? But it's seriously like it makes people just like very lethargic and just really not feel good. And they couldn't, like, people don't know that it's because of their implants.
Yeah. So your symptoms were headaches.
Yeah, I started with headaches, vertigo, like fogginess, gut issues.
You never had any health issues prior to this?
So this is the thing. For me, it took me about 13 years to figure all this out and to actually find out my issue. But I do have a background of eating disorders, right? That I
okay.
was like healing slowly. So because of it, I also was blaming a lot of my symptoms back to all of this.
Yeah.
I didn't know really what it was to be full on healthy for a very long time. So then my symptoms, started to
Ramp up a
come
little
on
bit.
full, yeah. And I wanted to be back to healthy,
Yeah.
back to everything. So I started getting very into fitness. Fitness was like my escape to all of this, and maybe trying to get back into a healthy lifestyle, right? And so I'm like, okay, well, if I don't like the way I feel, something just doesn't feel right. But maybe because, like I say, maybe I was working 3 jobs at the time. Maybe I was going out too much. Maybe, I wasn't sleeping enough, or, there was
Yeah.
always something
Just
backing
small
up the
things.
reason why I was feeling the way I was feeling. So I made a completely change in my life, from eating, from, exercising, everything.
And this is when I knew her. Dude, this was gnarly. This girl was at the gym like 14 hours out of the day.
Jesus
She looked
Christ.
insane. She was like competing.
Well, I would
She
hope so.
looked
She's there 14
insane.
hours
I was
a day.
like, who is this girl?
That's
Goddamn.
wild. Were you a bodybuilder?
Woo!
So,
My God.
so
You
I
should show her pics.
so
Yeah,
I
I wanna
did
see.
bodybuilding.
My God.
Oh, wow.
And this is the part that was kind of frustrated, because I decided, I have always been like, yes, I did have my eating disorders, but I was always a very prone to being healthy, eating healthy, I wasn't really eating crazy, or I wasn't really drinking like crazy, here and there I would have my drinks, but I was very mindful about my lifestyle in particular. I did ended up doing things a little extreme because something was happening and I couldn't control my body. So I was like, okay, let me go to a trainer and a nutritionist and all of these things so they
Oh,
can help me
wow.
out and do things the proper way.
You
So
went all the
yes,
way
so
in.
I'm like, okay, this is the right path. Things are gonna go
And how old were you?
on my 20s, early 20s.
And how old are you now, if you don't mind saying?
I am 36 now.
Okay.
I loved it. I loved it very much. I had actually a coach. I was prepping for competitions, and then I could not finish my preps. I was like, what's going on? What's going on? I will tell my coach, I cannot continue this prep. Like, I would feel so incredibly sick. My body and the inflammation that I would get in my body, it was just ridiculous. I would not see progress, the progress that I should be having. And like I said, I will be just constantly feeling like I'm fainting, and I had to leave the gym. I had to take like longer breaks. So I'm like, I have to take a break. Let's just connect again when I'm ready for a different prep, blah, blah, blah. That happened 3 times in a row. And I'm feeling like a failure, because I'm feeling like, first of all, I don't know what's wrong with me. I cannot do something that I really am passionate about, that I want to do. And I just feel like judged by others. And maybe it was just all in my head. I don't know. But the thing is that you start getting to your head, like something is wrong and I cannot do that I want to do. And then depression comes, and I don't know. It's a mixed feeling of things. But the fact that I was working out excessively, I would work out like twice a day. I mean, I would do everything to the T. But then working out so much started kind of walking up a lot of like my symptoms a little bit extra, because my body started to be incredibly exhausted, incredibly just saturated. I wasn't eating properly, and I don't know, the symptoms just went crazy. Even though I'm like, I'm committed to compete. I'm going to make it happen. And no matter what this time, even if I have all these crazy symptoms, I'm going to do it.
At this time, do you still link the symptoms to like your past disorders? Or at this point, are you just like, I don't know what this is?
Yes.
Working out too much?
So see, that's the thing, because the symptoms are so confusing. Yeah, I kept always blaming one of the symptoms into something else. And now this time, I'm working out so much. My body obviously is hurting. I am beyond exhausted. My headaches are to the roof. Like, I have like so much pressure. My anxiety, my depression in a way, not being able to see results as I want to. And just the achiness, all over are just absolutely insane. But the thing is that I ended up changing so many times, so many different routes of like dieting. I try vegan. You name it, raw vegan.
Right. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's
that.
Maybe
Yeah.
this. I
Exactly.
tried that. A little bit of this.
If something would work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the part that it was very frustrating is that I feel like my body would give me little breaks. Would give me, sometimes I would have, a week break where I'm feeling great. And then I would have 2 horrible weeks of sickness. And then I would be okay for the whole entire month. So it was like my body kept like teasing me, and maybe sometimes it will be responding, sometimes not, until I competed. And I had a couple competitions like coming up after that I could not do, because my body I feel like I wanted it so badly. I put it, to the universe so out there, and I made it happen. But then my body is like, you got what you wanted, but I'm done. And that's when literally everything went south. And my symptoms were like absolutely crazy. The inflammation of my body, I would be 10 pounds overnight. So then this would lead me to, to like a horrible depression, and I started having issues I'm not going to say issues, but even my friends started to call me flaky. People wouldn't understand when I didn't want to come to gatherings or things that I'm like, I'm super hyped, excited to go be there. And then a couple hours before that, I am a monster. And people are like, oh my gosh, Erica, you're exaggerating. That's just excuses. You're just lame, this, that. And you start feeling like you don't understand. It's true. Because I worked out so much, I was able to hide some of that, and people would be like, you're so fit, you look so great. But when you are not yourself, when you don't feel good, it's like, how can I be somewhere where like my brain, it's not there, when my thoughts
I had
are.
no idea. Because I was around you a lot, Erica, when you were competing, when you first started competing too. And I did not know you were feeling like that.
Right. And I'm a very, that's the thing with me. I hid it for so long. I am a very happy, positive person, and I love working out. Working out made me so happy. That was like my one escape to all my, my crazy health issues that I wasn't able to figure out where they're coming from,
Yeah.
because I started to like, okay, I need to go to a doctor. I need to go to a doctor. I need to find out what the problem is. I need answers.
And at that point, how old were you?
So at that point, I am about 23. I would go to doctors and some stuff like would come up, told.
First of all, I can't believe that you were 23 because I knew you then,
Scared
and
the
I feel like
shit out of me.
holy crap, it's been that long. We are old, Erica. We're old.
I know. Yeah,
you
no,
drink?
crazy to think.
Sure.
Okay.
So basically you felt like out of control because you didn't understand what was going on with your body. And you mentioned earlier that you had an eating disorder, which I know when you have an eating disorder, like you want control over your body. And so was that extremely hard for you?
Right.
Dealing
yes.
with that?
So I was a control freak in many ways, especially with the way I looked.
Yeah.
And that took a lot of me because, I was trying to be healthy.
Yeah.
But I was also trying to feel confident in myself. I got the boobs and
Yeah.
the boobs really didn't do the trick. If
Yeah.
anything, they made me self-conscious.
Yeah.
And without knowing, they were like killing me, really, literally. But the thing is that I started going to doctors, then nothing would make sense. Actually, my blog work at the beginning started to come out like perfect, like beautiful. The doctors were in like, girl, you are
Totally healthy.
totally healthy. I
Yeah.
mean, and they would look at me and they would be like, I mean, girl, you look inside out
Yeah.
extremely healthy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
That probably made you feel like so much worse because it's like, I know something's going
Yeah.
on. I know I'm not performing at my best. I know I'm not my best. I don't know what it is. I keep chasing things. I go to the doctor. They're like, you're fine.
Right. And then my friends are also like, nobody's supportive around me because everybody's like, oh, you're crazy. You're too obsessed. You're making it up. But like even with my family, my mom loves to cook. And because I developed all these like insane food intolerance,
Wow. So like what?
I don't know. Sometimes even I could eat it one day and be okay, and could eat it the next day and
It's done. You
have
can't
like
eat
crazy reactions to food. So I was terrified of food. And my mom, my culture, like food is for like to get family together. And I started avoiding every single family thing. And my mom would be like, you never participate in anything that we do. My brother will send me horrible messages like, you are not my sister, la da 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 da, and these and that. And I was like, how can I explain you? I don't feel good. I don't want to be
Yeah.
around food. I don't fit in my clothes because also my culture, I always felt like even if it's my mom and brother, I still want to look my best. Even when I go to their house, like I want to put my best outfit. I want to put my best self. And yeah, it is silly, but that's how I grew up, right?
I was going to say, I don't think it's silly at all because the fact that you were even around other 15-year-olds that were getting their boobs done, that like shows me that where you're from, like appearance is very much everything,
Right.
So you thinking that and you're not silly at
For
all.
sure.
Like that's how you grew up,
Right,
Yeah.
right. But it made me feel horrible.
I'm
And then
sure.
for quite some time, I was a little bit distant from my mom and family because I avoided so many people. And the only thing that I wanted to do was like, oh no, I need to work out and then go home, rest, eat my food, and blah, blah, blah. And I became really just
regimented.
But it brought me, it did brought me a lot of personal, I don't know, I wouldn't
Chaos.
say issues, like, but
It brought you chaos.
No, did it
basically.
bring you joy, or is that what you're trying to say, or no?
What is
No.
it?
Joy?
Well,
I don't know what
I
you're
mean,
trying-
I
don't know
feel
what you're
like
trying to say,
my
though.
breast
Maybe I
took
missed it.
so much from me. Like it took
Oh,
my
it
joy, it took my
your
dreams,
joy.
it
Yeah.
took
And
the thing
everything.
is,
all while you don't have really any support because
Right.
nobody really
Yeah,
understands.
nothing understood. Nobody understood.
Yeah.
Nobody believed me. Nobody.
Real quick though, what kind of breast implant did you have? Did you get the silicone gel filled ones
So
or
this is the thing. A lot of people believe that it's just coming from silicone.
okay?
But it's not. It's any kind of implant.
Okay.
So
Is it
you
because
get your
it's-
boob? Like maybe it's not spoken yet, but even if you get your butt implant, it's still the same thing.
Yep.
Implants are made of. I mean, if you look into it, the amount of like heavy metals that are in them is just absolutely it's crazy. It's ridiculous. The thing is that you don't even need to have a rupture either in order to have symptoms. It's known that improving the implants sweat, and they sweat the toxins. Everything that is in them, they sweat. That the body, of course, go crazy. Not only because you have a
Foreign
object, but then it's like, okay, what is all of this that you are that is happening in my body? You know, it's like let's try to protect, and the body goes crazy. The thing is that those toxins, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about it. They go all over. And of course, hormones are 100% affected by all of this. And if your hormones are not balanced, you are not balanced. I mean, your body goes absolutely crazy. And that's what happened to me.
So just looking at some of the symptoms, I can't even imagine how you were working out and having some of these symptoms
can you name some of them?
Yeah, there's joint and muscle pain, chronic fatigue, memory and concentration problems, breathing problems, sleep disturbance, rashes and other skin problems, dry mouth and dry eyes, anxiety, depression, headaches, hair loss, and gastrointestinal problems. So working out and like keeping up with a regimen like that, and then having all of these issues, or even half of these issues, I don't know how you kept up with that.
Oh yeah, the stress that I was causing, that's the thing with me, because I was going just so extreme in so many ways, you know, I actually ended up working against me. For example, like the joint pain that I was was actually having, doctors after doctors, they were like calling it autoimmune disease, but there was always that end, like they had no answers. They had no actual way to make it better, except I was already doing everything that I was supposed to be doing. So it did not make sense. I ended up going to a specialist, and he's like, girl, like you have cancer. And so I'm like, oh, maybe that's the answer. It was a horrible
diagnosis,
and but I was
Ever.
like, maybe
After so long
maybe
getting
that's
an answer.
that's the problem. Like I have a cancer, maybe I'm dying, maybe there's something rare that I have, and and it has to be related to this. And of course, I ended up being in tears, crying, super worried. But he sent me to another specialist. We ended up finding out that I was just very low thyroid, but it could be fixable, like by taking medicine. So I was taking medicine, and then I'm like, okay, this is gonna fix the problem. But like I said, things never did. I was at this point where my personal life was just a complete mess. Like the moodiness, the anxious, the sickness, the frustration, it was just absolutely out of control. I'm to the point where I can barely get up from bed. Like I was in so much pain.
For how long?
I couldn't hide it anymore.
Damn.
I feel like at this point, like if we were around me, I felt like the most negative person. I could not smile. I could not be myself. And then that started to make me feel so sad, because I was like, who am I? I just felt like I was not in my body anymore. I didn't recognize myself. I literally was just to that point where I'm like, I didn't even care for living anymore. I was like, if this is the way I'm going to live, I don't want it. I still kept fighting, and still like pray so much and cry every night. And
For how long did that go on for?
I feel like the 3 years prior my surgery were the most horrible ones. It was just too much. I just felt like I was going crazy. I felt like hopeless, But one night, I'm in my bedroom, and I used to be so much into that fitness world. So one of the girls that I used to follow on my Instagram, she ended up sharing her story of breast implant illness, and I was like, oh, interesting, what is this, and it really caught my attention, because like we all get curious, and I follow her, and she was kind of talking about sickness happening from her breast, but somehow it just triggered me. Shortly after that, somebody else posted about it, and I was like, okay, what is this? And this girl, I knew. This girl, the first girl that I saw, she was going to do a YouTube video, but it wasn't posted yet. So the info that she provided wasn't fully on. And so I couldn't get a whole lot. But the fact that two of them happened, at the same time, the same day, I was like, okay, I want to know what this is. The second girl, I did know, and I reached out immediately to her. And she kind of like briefly tell me a little bit about it. And she's like, I can add you to the Facebook support page. And I'm like, yes, I want to know. I get accepted. I'm going on YouTube. I'm doing Googling and doing all these things. And I'm like in tears.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. This is just crazy. I mean, the amount of women out there with the exact same story. it just put me into tears and tears. It's just seeing that it was reversible, that there is a way to get back to healthy, to get back to, like to yourself. And I was just crying and crying, but I could not stop. I think I stayed up until 3, 4 in the morning, just watching these things. And then I get on, I finally was accepted onto the page, and I keep seeing these. And so there's a doctor that kept popping. And the girl added me to the Facebook group, was going to go to him. And everybody kept talking about Dr. Rankin in Jupiter, Florida, this, that. I mean, women from all over the country, even out of the country, were talking about the same doctor, how they actually do believe in breast implant illness, and how amazing they are with their patients, and how much information they provide you as well, and all of these things. So I'm like, okay,
Sign you up.
I need to figure out how to get into these doctors.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 2 days later, after all these, I talked to Jeff. He is the explant concierge for Aqua, which is a place that I got my boobs done with Dr. Rankin. He's a very well-known doctor for this surgery, because this is the other thing with this procedure. You cannot get it done with just any doctor. You got to be very, very smart where you go to. It's a very drastic surgery, where they have to remove all scar tissue. They have to even scrap, your ribs. If somebody else don't do it correctly, they can puncture your lungs. Like, you have to go with somebody that it truly knows what he's doing. And this doctor was doing hundreds of explants a week, So I'm like, this is the person that I have to go to. And so I did call my mom, I think, when I had all this info, and I told her, Mom, I finally know what I have. I know this is it. I know this is what I have. And she supported me. She was like, okay, let's do it. What do we have to do? And so that felt amazing after everything that I was going through, even with my family. And she believed in me. She actually got hold of a friend of hers that got a surgery done in the same place. And she was actually able to give my mom so much information. My mom was able to understand more about the breast implant illness, which a lot of people still don't know. I had actually a dinner a couple days ago with a group of ladies, and they had no idea.
Yeah, most people
They had
still
no
don't
idea
know, Erica.
what
It's crazy.
what it is.
Yeah.
The whole time your body is at war with itself. It's like trying to push these things out, trying to get it out. How long did you have the implants in?
So I had it for 13 years. So there were, out of those 13 years, I'm going to say 7 were horrendous. And the last 3 were the worst of my life. I literally felt like I was dying. I literally felt like my body just hated me. I felt like I was just done. I was like, I can't do this.
Like it was shutting down.
Yeah.
So then when you decided to get surgery done, tell us about that experience. So you fly to this amazing doctor, you have this experience of getting your breast, taken out, walk us through that. And then afterwards, how recovery was.
Oh, yes. So, like I said, I got hold of this doctor. It happens that my mom knew this doctor personally. This is one of the top doctors known for this surgery. The wait for this surgery can go up to a year.
Oh, wow.
We were able to put me, thanks to her, a 5-month wait.
Whoa.
Somehow I really became good friends with Jeff, the concierge, the person that I reach out for all the information and all that stuff. And I don't know, I think I just got extremely lucky, blessed, and
sure.
I think God really knew where I was. I could not wait no longer. And from 5 months, they put me close to not even 3 months into the list. And I was like, okay, this is amazing. It's just the less time that I have to wait, the better. So it was actually my birthday when I got that call.
What?
And yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was like, oh, best gift ever. So,
No, you're good.
but anyways, I was like,
Oh.
I remember that day was so miserable, crying on the couch. And then I got that call, and that just changed everything. I'm like, okay, I booked my flight everything. I actually didn't even have like the whole money for the surgery at the moment. And I didn't want to ask my mom. I'm very independent and I'm like, I don't want to ask nobody. Like, I'm going to make it happen. You know, just as I did my boobs, I'm going to take them out myself. It was my responsibility. And so I scheduled my surgery, my tickets, everything. They told me to do it, detox, kind of like a diet, you know, they were guiding me all of those 3 months. I mean, Jeff, in this case, like he was the one guiding me prior the surgery, preparing me for it. I get there the day before the surgery. I show up the day of the surgery really early. Jeff is there. They were absolutely amazing. I mean, I feel like they truly know what we go through, and it takes a lot to get to find out what you actually have, and just knowing that it's coming to an end. I mean, they are an amazing team, and I could not speak better or say more wonderful things about them. But if you're really trying to choose a doctor, I do recommend them, Dr. Rankin at Aqua in Jupiter.
We'll post all of the doctor's
But-
information on our Instagram page.
So I go there, and I remember even before the surgery, I was able to talk to only very few people about the fact that I find out my problem, that I'm getting surgery, and people are like, Erica, what if you don't get better? What if this is not the problem? But I was so convinced, and I was so sure this was the issue that, I mean, I could not wait. I was just like counting the minutes to just wake up from surgery and not have that anymore.
What I've read is like people who get them explanted is like immediately feeling better. So was that your experience?
And that is no joke. And I'm telling you, from me like feeling I was in a 100-year-old body dying, out of all the most crazy symptoms that you can think of, to like just having the thought of like waking up and not having any of that, I was like so anxious. So anyways, I get there, surgery's done, go back to where I was staying, open my eyes, look in the mirror, and my face was already normal. I was not inflamed, like, you know, that crazy puffy yellow eyes or anything. Like I was glowing. I felt like I could finally breathe. I felt like a happiness that I could not explain. 2 weeks after, I was a new person. I mean, not even 2 weeks after, like a couple days, you know.
Yeah.
I was just back, you know, to my old self. I finally felt what it was like to be healthy. I don't know how to explain it, but not even 2 weeks later, I'm like 12 pounds lighter. I have no joint pain. I have energy. I'm not tired, because that's one of the symptoms that I feel is the most common in women. The tiredness, the chronic fatigue, it's out of this world. No having to deal with any of these things. And I mean, the symptoms kept just going away and going away. And like to the point where I was like, a new me, I was like, okay, this is amazing. It
body
was
wasn't
true. I
letting
was
anymore.
right.
Yeah, the reason why I really love having you as a guest this week is because this is such a unique story and like a unique thing where a lot of women probably are going through a similar situation that have no idea that it's caused by their implants, and they're going to hear this and be like, holy shit.
To this day, like I know so many girls that are getting their bodies done all the time.
I was about to get my boobs done, and then I saw this page and I was like, okay, that's a sign for me not to get them done. So I decided not to get them done. And then I saw Erica got hers explanted like a few months later, and I was like, holy shit, she knows about this.
Yeah.
So then I had to interview her on my last podcast. But same thing with the BBL. I was going to get a BBL years ago, and then I saw this video pop up, and it was Dr. Dubrow, and it was like just a short clip of him talking about how like the risks of BBLs and like how they're the number one fatalities in any surgery. And it was like a few months, and I was going to get it, so I decided not to do that either. This is nuts, but it's like so many women are going through same symptoms, similar situation, and they don't realize that it's because of their implants.
Yeah.
So
And it's insane that like it wasn't given to you. Like when you got the surgery done, it was like, okay, here are the symptoms could come along with this surgery. Nowadays, we live in like a society where like you have the Kardashians, you feel me? They're getting their bodies done all the time. And I know so many women that are still continuously still getting their bodies done
That's
to
so
this day, you know?
Bennett,
And-
you bringing up the Kardashians, like when I first learned about breast implant illness, I thought about the Kardashians because everybody looks at them, right? They all have implants. And I'm like, I wonder if they're sick. I wonder if they're feeling like shit.
they have the money to go and get surgeries, to get the BBLs taken out and to get the work done. A lot of people who get these surgeries, it's like a one and done, you know,
sure.
and
Yeah.
they don't have the finances or they don't know that they may have to take it out.
Right.
They may have to do things following up. So
Yeah.
it's so important that you're able to tell your story.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I feel like I'm an introvert and I'm a little bit shy and everything. And I didn't want to share my story at the beginning. But what saved me was stories from other women out there. And another thing that truly like made me so incredibly happy was the fact that because I decided to post about it, a lot of women reach out to me, including close friends of mine, and they removed their breast
Oh, wow.
and they were actually going through very similar situations like mine. And it took them a little bit to put it all together because they were kind of scared of how my boobs are going to look like after, like, you know, their boost of confidence from the very beginning with the, you know, getting their breast implant was part of them. It was just like they couldn't imagine themselves
Right,
without
without
it.
boobs.
So,
So how
they
did you-
didn't want to just remove them and then
Right.
look like flat all over again.
Well, how was that? How are yours after you got them removed?
Actually, it's so funny. After I got him remove my boob look, it was just so amazing.
They were. That's what I was saying. Like, I saw her boobs after, and I'm like, damn.
they didn't even look like I had nothing. I mean,
no, for real.
they put together everything.
They did a lift, and they looked perfect.
Oh, so when they took
Okay.
them out,
Yeah,
Probably
so
because
I
they had
kinda, like,
that was
stuck
stretched skin at that point, right? Because they made you bigger, and so then once they took it out, you had stretched skin, so they needed to lift
They
it
needed
up.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
So
and they did a good job.
A good
so
job.
I was actually really happy because I am actually I love small boobs and could not wait till I was like, yes, finally, you know, this is a perfect excuse, you know, about like having small boobs again. They did such an amazing job and I love them. I
Yeah.
love them. I mean, I did have a baby about a year ago, but they went back to normal. Of course, you know, things change a little bit here, but I love my boobs. I love them and I
Yeah.
would not change them for anything. You know, it was definitely a hard journey. Maybe I'm not gonna say I wouldn't change anything about it because I learned so much from it. But you know, thanks to that, I feel like I appreciate so much like my body, where I am, my health, and it's just things that sometimes we take for granted. And I love that now I'm the happiest,
Yay.
the healthiest. The only thing that I was like kind of bummed out when after I got my surgery done is that COVID happened, and I was just so ready to conquer the world, and I was ready. I was prepping for another bodybuilding show.
Oh, you
and
were?
I was.
Do it now.
Girl,
do it now.
I think that's not my priority right now. I feel
Yeah,
like
you're a
I
new
learned so
mama.
much from it, and I'm so happy where I am. I love not being able to, having to worry about what to eat or not to eat,
Yeah,
and
for
just
sure.
enjoy my family.
I
And
used
I'm
to
like,
look at you be like, girl, how are you not eating? Oh, girl, I could not do it. She was so strict on her diet. She would have like a
Oh
couple
yeah, if
blueberries.
you saw me now, like I feel like people that knew me then and see me now, they would not believe that sometimes a month go by and I don't go to the gym. Maybe 2 months. Maybe I don't diet anymore. I don't know what is diet.
It was like she was up at 4 a.m. making a rice
look
cake
like-
with peanut butter, some seeds.
I would take my food everywhere. I would
Seeds.
not eat at anybody else's
No,
house.
she would take her food. I mean,
I
she
would
was,
take my food everywhere. Even if I was to a restaurant, I would go and put it in my bag and
sure
eat in
would.
the bathroom if I had to, or go to the car. I would not care. I was,
was
like,
so strict.
yeah. But I feel like now I love the freedom that I have, the
Right.
happiness. Like I
Chocolate is
don't
yummy.
get swollen or inflamed out of food anymore. I'm like I'm enjoying everything that I
love that.
couldn't eat for
Yeah.
years. Are you kidding me? No dieting.
Amazing.
I love that for you.
What advice would you give to maybe your younger self, the younger girl that did go to get the surgery by herself without her mom, or to any other girl that's like considering getting cosmetic surgery?
Let me see. I wish I believe more in myself, who I am as a person, and that I don't need a pair of boobs in order to like somebody, to fit it into a group or anything like that. And that you don't need surgery. What you need is to be surrounded of people that love you, like exercise. I truly believe so much in exercise, for your mental health. I met amazing people through my journey of fitness. If that's something that, that you want to achieve, is like, like changing your body in certain kind of ways. But honestly, just work on yourself and just believing more in the things that you can offer as a person rather than the looks. Yeah.
Well, Erica, thank you so much for telling us your story. Seriously. And we always ask our guests what resilience means to you. So what does resilient mean to you?
Resilience means coming out of like hard situations that were difficult at the time and becoming stronger because of them, and seeing now the positive side of all that crazy times.
Yeah. I'm just so proud of you. You're like just such a strong, confident mom, woman, and you've just come so far, but you
Thank
did endure
you.
a lot. So I'm just very proud of you, and you should
Thank you.
be very proud of yourself.
Thank you so
thank you
much.
again.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Are you on Instagram now?
I am, yeah. I am.
you can share your at if
Eh.
you want. You can share your at or any other information that you want to share about breast implant illness or
Any
resources.
pages?
Sure. I mean, I did a post on my Instagram a while back.
I'll reshare it on our Instagram.
Okay. Yes.
And then what's your at?
It's Shernate.
So I'll post it on our
Yeah,
Instagram.
I should make it easier.
Is that your name? Wait, E's your name?
So
Erica
my name's
Shernay.
Erica. My middle name's Shernay because sometimes
Okay,
all-
okay.
You know they can be taken so easily. So I was like, okay, Shernay. So I know, yeah.
Shernay.
Got it. I wasn't sure.
Well, I will reshare that one about your story about it on our Instagram. So thank you again. Love you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Now it's time for the conspiracy. I've done such a shit job at like even thinking of names. I haven't even tried. So at least I'm honest. Okay.
Yeah, I love that.
At least I come up with a conspiracy because your girl has been so fucking stressed out lately because got some shit going on in my life.
Yeah.
Got some
Life
crazies going on.
Life
It's
is
life
lifing.
in.
Is life. And I was going to say it, you guys. You guys said it too fast.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Life is
life
lifing.
So, the conspiracy this week, though, I've been wanting to do it, Bennett, since you brought it up,
Oh,
and it's about Katy Perry being John Benet Ramsey.
Ooh.
The fuck? I had
yes.
never heard of that until whoever brought it up.
You know what's crazy? I just watched a documentary on John Benet Ramsey because they didn't know who she was. So I
Yeah.
had to like let them know.
yeah.
Okay, first of all, then Bennett, you are the expert in the room because I didn't do a lot of expertise on this.
I don't know
But-
this much about this one.
I'm looking at John Benet Ramsey and what the actual fuck is for sure Katy Perry. Like, what? There's no denying that.
If you don't know who John Benet Ramsey is, she's like that little pageant girl that was murdered in like early 90s.
Yeah, on
And
December 25th of 96 is when she died. She was born in 1990, so she was 6.
I think they never found out who did it. They thought it was her parents. They thought it was the brother. They thought it was someone like intruded in the house. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it says a
they-
longtime handwritten ransom note was found in the home. Her father, John, found the girl's body in the basement of their house about 7 hours after she had been reported missing. She had sustained a broken skull from a blow to the head and had been strangled. And something was found around her neck. The autopsy showed that the cause of death was strangulation. Apparently, there's a conspiracy going around that she's actually Katy fucking Perry.
Do we know where that came from? Because they look exactly alike.
What? I'm tripping.
That's what I'm trying to
I
find.
don't know
right
where
now.
that came from.
And I mean, it would make sense because she was a pageant girl when she was like, younger, stage, entertainment, So
Yeah.
getting older, John Benet Ramsey was bound to become like a pop star or something.
Because obviously, we've talked about Katy Perry being under the influence of MK Ultra, which if you guys didn't listen to that podcast, go back and listen to it. But not yet. I'll just tell you real quick what it is. It's some fucking mind fuck. But it's like the government and elite,
They like control.
they have control over certain people. And Katy Perry is said to be one of them. She kind of looks like it though. Like on stage, she like freaks out, she glitches, she just does all these weird things that look like she's being controlled by something.
Yeah.
But if she went missing when she was 6, and then they could have just definitely made up a story that she was murdered, and she actually wasn't murdered. She was either sold or stolen or whatever the story was made up to be that she was murdered, and if she wasn't, and she grew up to be Katy Perry, it very could highly likely be that case. I very much am believing in this conspiracy because,
trying to-
kids go missing all the time.
Right?
So if you look, they say that even Katy Perry and John Benet Ramsey's eyebrows are proof that they're same person.
Holy shit.
They say that there's lyrics, tweets, and music videos of Katy Perry that resemble things about John Benet Ramsey.
I mean,
This is
it
what the-
legit looks just like her.
So they think that they stole her. The Illuminati or the elite stole her, trained her to become Katy Perry.
Whoa.
But the whole murder and all of that, that was all like a cover up. Other reason why people think, you know, they're the same person is that Katy Perry and JonBenet Ramsey's parents look exactly alike.
I'm looking at pictures of JonBenet Ramsey and Katy Perry, and goddamn, I mean,
Apparently, in one of Katy Perry's memoirs, she writes, "Not that I was one of those stage kids. There was no JonBenet Ramsey in me."
what does that mean?
Fuck? Why would she randomly
I
say
wonder if
that?
I wonder if she heard about the conspiracy.
She
Yeah,
wrote that
but
in her
like,
memoir.
didn't she go to Christian school and all of that?
Katy
Like,
Perry-
don't they have pictures of her? What does she look like when she was little? That's what I want to see.
Just look up JonBenet Ramsey.
The Illuminati wanted a child star, so they took the blonde hair, blue eyes.
So I wonder if they paid off her parents because they wanted to steal a
Like-
child. They want to steal someone who was like who could be a performer. You know,
Oh,
hey, we'll give you a few $1 million.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Right.
basically, essentially, fame. They got fame off of this as
Yeah.
well. But it was odd because why would they come up with all of these like weird ass details about the murder? Or not murder, but
You
like,
have to have details of a murder.
Right. A story.
but they were so random. Like the
Yeah.
pineapple situation.
There's
Like,
gotta
that's
be
so
random.
random.
Remember what I say when things don't seem like they make sense? Because something might be going on. Maybe
Yeah.
nothing added up and they never found someone because it never happened.
Yeah. Maybe that's why. I mean, she was already, the Illuminati probably saw the
Potential in her.
potential in
Because
her.
The
Yeah.
Illuminati uses, child stars all the time.
Yeah.
It was
all
the
the
90s.
Disney kids, Britney
Yeah.
Spears, Justin
Yeah.
Timberlake, Miley Cyrus,
Yep.
Selena Gomez. Like, these are all child stars that have been used by the Illuminati.
And
So
it
what
was the
if-
90s,
Yeah.
and
what
she
if-
was 6.
Does the timing line up and everything?
What timing?
Like with
When
her
it was-
birth
like,
and then
when did
like
JonBenet
Katy
pass?
Perry.
JonBenet would have been 33. And Katy Perry is 39.
Oh.
6 years.
6 years.
And she went missing at 6?
Yeah.
That's kind of fucking weird.
Stop it.
Or what if they're just lying? Katy could be lying
She
about her
could
age.
be,
Yeah.
yeah. And then that way, because also they probably made her seem older, because in that way, everybody will be like, oh my God, Katy Perry's so beautiful because she's older, but she really looks younger. You know what I mean? And so the allure of like her, that's why she's famous too.
That would be so fucking insane if JonBenet Ramsey actually grew up to be Katy Perry in front of everyone's eyes and everybody's just doesn't know.
And we just missed it.
Everybody just missed it.
That's insane.
I feel like shit like that happens in front of us every day though. Like this kind of stuff, the government does that kind of stuff and we
Right.
don't even
No such thing as a coincidence.
know.
And I do feel like Katy Perry would not remember any of that because like she could totally be it's
Brainwashed.
like the Men in Black type thing, you know,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
The fact that like most of, the big singers and stuff that we know of nowadays, they all did come from most of them did come from child stardom, so that doesn't make this conspiracy so far-fetched.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, write us in. What do you think? I was blown away when you guys said that like a few weeks ago, and I'd never heard that before. So then
Yeah, it's a crazy
when
one.
I looked it up, I was like, okay, I definitely need to talk about this because I need to see like what else everybody else thinks.
Yeah.
Go find some like pictures or some
Katy Perry when she was younger.
or anything. Okay, so that's conspiracy. Thanks for listening. Before we wrap up though, I'm gonna just read some of these comments that we got.
Yay!
Give me just a uno momento. Oh damn, we only got a 4.5 star, 69 reviews. We got a lot of reviews.
Great number.
Okay, oh yeah, it is actually. This is on Apple Podcast. Okay. I was just reading through some of these reviews and I feel the need to say that I love this podcast and the way that it's ran. Please don't change. Stay unscripted and real. Woot woot!
Hey.
Love
Which
you.
I love because
Love that.
coming from radio, I wanted to make the podcast structured and scripted. Not scripted, but just like structured and
Like radio.
like radio and
Because radio is
structured and
fake.
So thank you, Megaron
That's what they
Marie.
say. But
I forgot.
I do love the podcast because we are unscripted and we just talk and say what's on our minds, and it makes it so real. So shout outs to you.
Thank you. And then another one from Julie Grimes. I love you and the podcast. Well, we love you too.
Love you.
It's such a vibe,
So
and I love the
sweet.
banter. I just want to let you all know that you're doing wonderful, and I can't wait for more episodes. Woot woot!
Aw,
Hey,
thanks,
thank
girl.
you.
All right. Well, if you want to maybe hear your review on the podcast, go review our podcast. Okay, at Resilient AF3 on Apple and Spotify.
5 star, 5 star, 5 star.
5-star
Yes.
review is the one to do.
He's the best one.
You also can find us on Instagram at ResilientAF3. And if you want to tell us your resilient story and possibly be a guest on our podcast as well, you can do that. You can email us at what, Amelia?
ResilientAF3@gmail.com.
Thank you so much. That was resilientaf3@gmail.com. Testing.
1, 2, 3.
And you can also follow us individually. I'm at that Dreas.
I'm at Amelia Jackson 94.
I am at Bennett Knows.
And that'll do it.
Bye.
Have a great week.
See you later.